Lieutenant, United States Navy, arriving. Naval Surface Warfare Center, Detachment White Sands, arriving. Side boys, post.
Detail. Left, right, face. We're here today to recognize Lieutenant Corey Taylor's service in the Navy. Corey's story is definitely small town boy done good. Done very good. Corey grew up in Wadesboro, North Carolina. I keep on trying to make it South Carolina. It's always North Carolina. Today, the booming metropolis of Wadesboro boasts a population about twice that of White Sands at noon. So big town there in South Carolina. Google Maps shows the nearest town to Wadesboro that's of any size is a hamlet. It's really called that. That's the name of the city, Hamlet. Okay, so Wadesboro is small enough that they keep track of what goes on in the entire county. They have time to track the entire county. That's Anson County. And they keep track of things like Lieutenant Taylor is the first naval officer in the entire county, ever. Small town boy, done good. Very good. All right, so Corey had a scholarship to go to college and play baseball. And Corey was smart enough to figure out, well, that wasn't going to end up working out well. His family didn't have money to help him get through college, so he went and joined the Navy. He went to the MEPS. That's a military entrance processing station, one of the most miserable, dehumanizing places on the planet. Most of us have been through one of those. And while he was at the MEPS, they asked him what he wanted to do, and he said he wanted to blow stuff up. So they made him a torpedoman. Hopefully torpedomen don't blow things up. So next thing you know, Corey Taylor is now Seaman Apprentice E2 Torpedoman Taylor. He went off and served on some fine submarine tenders, go submarines, Orion, Emory S. Land, and the Holland, in La Maddalena, Charleston, South Carolina, and Norfolk, Virginia, that fine eastern seaboard port for the Navy. It may very well be that Petty Officer Taylor loaded submarines on Petty Officer Scott's submarine. It's a small world.
I tell you, this process for me started off 26 and a half years ago. A small town boy from Wadesboro, North Carolina. And me and my mama, I had got like Commander said, a baseball scholarship to go to the University of North Carolina, Wilmington. So me and my mother, we loaded up and we went down to UNCW. And I wanted to be a marine biologist, I don't really figure or understand why, but I just like water and I like sea animals. So I said, you know what, Mom, I want to be a marine biologist. So I got down there and I went through a couple of my classes, met a couple of my teachers. About 12 o'clock at night, midnight, a little voice called and said, go out to the baseball field. It's a true story. I'm not pulling any legs here. So I got up out of my bed and I ran to the field. I jumped over the fence and I went to home plate. And I sat down and I looked up at God. I said, I could do this, I think I can, know I can, but it's going to be hard on my family. And I don't want to put them through that. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to tell my mama right off, but I'm going to join the Navy. And I don't want them to have to suffer trying to put me through school and dealing with all the things that come from getting an advanced education. So I made up my mind right then that I was going to join the Navy. I said, God, you've been with me the whole way. You protected me and guided me and led me. And I know you didn't bring me this far to leave me. So I know I got your wind beneath my wings, and I'm ready to fly. So I went to the recruiter when I got back, didn't tell my mama nothing, didn't tell my daddy nothing, went to the recruiter. 12 o'clock, the night before I would go to Melps and Charlotte, the door knocked. Man came to the door, my dad came to the door, and this guy was standing there, Navy recruiter. My dad said, man, help you, it's pretty late to be coming to the Taylor residence. And the man said, well, I come to get Corey, he joined the Navy. And my dad said, join the Navy? Oh my God, because I ain't tell nobody. So I was in the bed in my clothes because I knew I was leaving at 12. Didn't tell nobody nothing. My mother jumps up out the bed, runs into the kitchen, runs to the door, sees this guy. I get up, I walk to the guy. My mother absolutely collapsed. She fell on the floor, started screaming, started crying. My dad grabbed my mother, picked her up, and I think for the first time, I really seen a connection between them, love from them to each other towards their son, their only son. And I turned around, and I was on my way back, and a man grabbed me, and he said, we gotta go. And I looked at my mother and my father, and I said, you guys don't worry about me. I'm gonna make y'all proud of me one day. And that's really what I've tried to do these 26 and a half years of my life, you know.
Boatswain mate, stand by to pipe the side. Shipmate going ashore. All military personnel, cover. Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant Taylor will now report to Commander Scott and request permission to go ashore.
Go ashore the last time.
Very well. Go ashore.
Okay.
Lieutenant, United States Navy, retired, departing.